Why some say the moon? Why choose this as our goal? And they may well ask, why climb the highest mountain? Why 35 years ago, fly the Atlantic? We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we're willing to accept, one we are willing to confront, and one we intend to serve to organize and measure the best of our
All right, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't look like there's any viewers currently, but that's all right because you can always watch the VOD. We're going to also put this video onto the YouTube as well. I just wanted to do a quick, well, maybe not quick. We'll see how long it lasts, and if anybody shows up viewer-wise, we'll do Q&A about anything really. The main things I wanted to cover is just venture gaming, going to Fragadelphia this weekend, and playing in Fragadelphia 8. I'm going to go over, my experience, how the players did, and a few other things. I'll tell you about a little bit about what happened to start off with. I flew in Thursday and actually stayed with I Shoutcast You, Brian Hollis. He was one of the casters there. And so he was doing big things for Frag, doing casting stuff, and we're doing big things, playing. And I've met so many amazing people. You know, players, staff at Fragadelphia, players, parents, and family, and it was just overall amazing event for me. And I think the boys on Venture Gaming Gold also had a time of their life. Overall, our performance was good. We unfortunately didn't win, any rounds. But there were some big teams that they played against, like Tectonic, and they were competitive. They didn't get shut out. There wasn't any 16-0 action going on. And to me, I think that is damn impressive, for a team that's only been together, about 6 months. And there was a lot of player trade-outs. They had, Good Luck, who's newer to the team. He stepped up and came in. And Eternal found another team, so he's just finishing off Fragadelphia, and he's moving on to bigger and better things for that. They did good. Like I told the boys, nobody can go home disappointed from that, and I'm proud of them. And everybody here at Venture Gaming, staff-wise, is proud of them too. That's another thing I want to do. I want to give a shout out to everybody, who kept track of our social media. I think I did an all right job and broke some boundaries, doing the Facebook Live stuff, pictures of the team from Frag. I tried to show you what I saw as much as I possibly could, and I think I did okay. And now look at me, I bought a web camera now. I guess it's official. I'm a social media guy. I don't know how I feel about that, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. So for everybody that supported us, whether you're family or a fanboy or whatever it is, there's a lot of activity on Twitter supporting the boys, and I know they appreciate it, and as do I. So we talked about the team performance a little bit. We're going to move on. My overall thought is like the last 5 days have been amazing for me. Going on a business trip like that, I don't see how anything like that could even be considered business because I had a blast. I got to stand behind the boys while they're playing Saturday night. And ideally in the future, we'll get a coach that can do that and maybe offer some better input because I'm not much of a Counter-Strike player. I'm more of the business guy. So in the future, hopefully we can get some more coaches on board. We're starting to get a lot of good staff. We're getting a lot of managers in, but that's where we're hurting. And I can almost do anything, but there's some things I can't do, like graphic design, website design. I can't be a player, so I can't sub in for any goalies because I'm terrible. And I also can't coach because I know a little bit about the game, but when it comes to the macro stuff involving Counter-Strike, economy's simple, but it's something I really haven't studied, and making changes, changing strategies in the last minute isn't something I really can do. So if we got any coaches that ever see this, make sure you go to venturegaming.us and put an application in because we're hurting. We're hurting. We really do need some coaches. Well, actually, we need more staff in general, especially if we keep growing at this rate. Luckily, we're plateauing off a little bit, but so we do need coaches. One thing I do want to cover is we're not to the point where we can cover airfare and food and hotels for the players yet, But as we grow, hopefully one day we'll get to that point and get some sponsorships going. Fragadelphia does these tournaments once a quarter, and these are entry level tournaments. There are some bigger names. There's Echo Fox under the they call themselves Echo Mix, and I'm not sure why they did that. Um, about that. That's actually kind of funny. I'm probably the guy, all these big players are walking around, and I didn't know who anybody was. I only know who my boys were, and everybody's like, oh, well, there's actually one mom that was talking garbage on me because I didn't know who all these big guys like Roca and Shazam were. I did meet a couple guys from Tectonic, and they're really good guys. And just meeting like people like that was pretty awesome. So back on track here for future plans. Hopefully we can get some more teams into some of these. Fragadelphia is more what I would call a entry level tournament. You're not getting the professional guys in there, but you got a chance to go in and make a name. And Fragadelphia did a pretty good job casting every match. I think the only ones that weren't really casted were the losers brackets, but there were some long nights there. I know I shout. We started at 10. He didn't get done till 1 a.m. And I might have started at 10. I was done by 4, so I had time to go roam, walk around Philly, and meet the local populace. So it's a lot of work, a lot of hard work. And unfortunately, we didn't get a whole lot of sleep, and I still haven't got a lot of sleep. And I got to go back to work tomorrow now, so it's going to be early night for me, I think. Looks like we got some viewers in here. Who do we got? I know a couple of these names, but all right. Moving on to the next thing. Like I was talking about staff a little bit. We do need more staff, coaches and everything, and everything's pretty much on the website, adventuregaming.us. Just take a look at the applications and try to get some of those in there. We need more good people, and we'll do what we can for you as well. It's interesting since we're a ground floor esports organization. A lot of things are rough. We're strapped on resources, and we're trying to fix all that. And hopefully in the future, there'll be more resources available to make sure everybody is taken care of. Another thing that I wanted to mention, because we're halfway through last week already, and last Sunday, not today obviously, but last Sunday, we did the Sunday night throwdown number 4, and overall it was a big success. We had 16 teams actually show up and play, and overall everything went smooth for the most part. There was a few teams that had technical difficulties through Faceit, but the Faceit admins stepped their game up and got them taken care of. There's a little bit of delay in one of the matches, but I don't think it wasn't groundbreaking. Every team got to play their match and got a shot for the prize at the end of the day. Not stacked like pancakes, and up winning that. So while we're on the note of the Sunday night throwdown, next one is on the 29th of May. Same deal as last time. The only difference is I'm probably not going to personally splash the pot $100 again. Unless I get good enough reason to do it, which, the pot can always grow. It can't get smaller. So, we get some donations in here. That's where all the donations go, is towards the tournament prizes. So, starts at 4:30 EST. Check-in procedures are similar. Terms of service has changed a little bit. I am trying to make it easier and easier to apply, and I think I'm doing a decent job, hopefully. If there's any suggestions on what to do better, let me know. For anybody, and we got like 9 viewers, if anybody has any questions about Fragadelphia, just go ahead and post them in the chat box there, and I'll answer the best I can. I'm trying to do probably about another 10 minutes. If I start rambling, I might cut it off a little bit. Go into a little bit of the finer details timeline for Fragadelphia. Sorry, a little unorganized. I try to go by my little sheet here, but a lot of these things go hand in hand with each other, so I can get off topic. The main thing is, we showed up Thursday. I scouted out the site. It was a smaller venue, and then pretty much called it a night. Had a couple beers, had some good food, and then we went back to the hotel. Uh, Came back in. We were at the vent like 10, 11:30. One of the players was having trouble with a headset issue, so we had to walk around to, I think, a Rite Aid and buy a power cord for actually these guys, and he couldn't use them anyway. And then we ended up buying like 3 pairs of headsets while there. One guy in the crowd actually tried to give me a pair of headset. I'm like, no, here's $20. I'll buy them from you. So I have a pair of Razer headsets. I don't know what I'm gonna do with. Either I'll keep them for backup or I'll do a Twitter giveaway or something. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. Anyway, that's pretty interesting. And then we played 2 p.m. On Friday against Global Mist. Close game. We didn't win. They played their asses off. And then after that, I'm trying to think. I don't think they played again. That was a short day. I was out of there by 4 p.m. And from then, it was just, setting up office space in a bar, handling Twitter and everything else. The next day, same deal. We were there at 10. We actually were a little late. We slept in. Brian had a long day, so we pushed it back a little bit. Everything was good. We got in noon. He started casting at noon. And then we played, I think at 2 p.m. again, we played Tectonic. Lost to them. We didn't get shut out. So that was good. And then we played later that night. This was at I think 9 p.m. Against Adderalls, and that was a pretty rough game for us, even against Tectonic. But I think they were playing on Train, and sometimes that map is pretty difficult. So, and after that, we wrapped up shop. I had to be up at 6 to get to the airport, and I flew on out. So overall, that's pretty much the experience. I met a lot of great people. I ate a lot of good food. I had a blast. I learned a lot how tournaments work and stuff, and that's good. Hopefully, in the future, we can get more teams and stuff like this. And I think it was a great experience not only for myself. We have an idea of how everything operates, but now we're also building, contacts and networking, all that good stuff. And overall, it was amazing trip. And we didn't win, but we still advanced the organization. And the farther the organization expands, the more the teams can expand too as well. Everybody's putting their work in, and yeah. All right. So we got a couple questions. We got Sparky Gaming TV in here, the ladies' man from England, tuning in. Just seeing you live. When did you go live? I've been live for 12 minutes now. Izzy said, would I go to Frag again? Absolutely. I probably need to not spend as much as money this time as I did, but every dollar that I spent was worth it. It was worth it. So pretty much we got staff watching this. Even if anybody does have any more questions after we do actually close out the broadcast, you can just email me. Actually, Twitter would be the easiest because I can't remember the business email off the top of my head. At Wade Epley, WadeEpley, and you go to the website, venturegaming.us, or even at the main Venture Gaming Twitter, I can answer any questions on there. And pretty much everybody, I guess while we're on the topic of Twitter and social media, a lot of people were messaging me while I was in Fragadelphia, and I was pretty busy, so I want to apologize for not responding immediately. It just I'm one man. I try to get everybody, especially all you casters out there and the other people that were interested, and I got to it today, so we're caught up. Sparky, you got anything else? What do you got? What do you got for me? Question wise, there, Sparky. Izzy, who else we got in here? Eagle Storm CS. Uh-oh, I recognize that name. You guys have any questions? What shoot? I got about another 6 to 12 minutes to burn here. Any questions? This delay is interesting. This is the first time I did something like this other than the Facebook Live stuff while I did there, and that was kind of a seal breaker for getting a webcam. And I guess if I have something notable to say, I'll probably do more broadcasts like these. What am I doing after the stream? I'm probably going to go into Silver Strats. I have not played Counter-Strike since Wednesday. and I think it's about time just to relax and wind down and get back to the grind of work. Izzy, what do you got for me? I know you got some more questions. You know, you asked if would I go to Frag again? Absolutely. I'd only go if one of our teams went though, and that's pretty much where all my traveling in the future will be is where our teams go, so I can support them and hopefully do another successful social media run. Uh, you guys know I'm a silver, right? I'm pretty bad. I don't think you guys want to play with me. Silver Strats down at Scooter's Crab Shack, the home of the 2-for-1 Bud Light Limes. We're gonna be doing that a little bit, but I think you guys might be out of my league here. What was the losers match like compared to the other matches? So the bracket was pretty interesting, and I'll see if I can actually load it up here. I run a tournament, and the bracket's pretty straightforward for us because we don't do a losers bracket. We just straight up, we do our best of 16, we do our quarterfinal, we do our semifinal, we do our final, and now when you get these losers brackets going on in here, it can get pretty wild. So let me see if I can figure out how to do this. Let's move me up out of the way here. Hopefully I don't look too crazy and a little stretched. Yeah, that's good enough for government work. Let's go into monitor capture. Yeah, pull this up on the main screen here. So you can notice here how wild their system. Well, it's not wild. This is how a tournament is ran. You can kind of see where everything. So teams got eliminated. One team didn't show up. Where is it? It was Vex Gaming, and it looks like the bracket where they didn't show up were taken off, but that advanced us into round 2 at least, and there's a lot of buys going on. So while you're watching this bracket, why everything was going on, let me move this over here so I can see you guys talking. It was pretty hard to keep track of. Our first game, like I said, was against. Actually played Global Mist first, and I'm not sure how all this craziness. So this Tectonic game right here, that was our second game, and then Adderall Animals was correction, yeah, second game. Then Adderall Animals was the third and final game. So they lost the first game. They went in the losers bracket. But a team didn't show up, so I guess that didn't put them all the way in losers bracket. Then they lost against Tectonic, and then we moved it down into losers round 1, and they got taken out by Admirals. And those guys were pretty wild too. They made it all the way up to the losers round 3, and looks like the Bees, Echo Mix, Echo Fox, crazy good team. So we got another question here. Oh yeah, group stages. Okay, yeah, this was the craziness I was looking at. So you're like here, Vex Gaming didn't show up. We played Miss Globals by ID, and then from there, Vex Gaming didn't show up by ID, and then we got moved down somewhere. But I pretty much covered it. So Sparky Gaming asked, in all serious, good grammar there. In all serious, I have a serious question. Why is Sparking Gaming TV such a beast? I don't know, it's debatable. I mean, he's a small child. He is, but he can cast, I guess. He can cast. I'll give him that. He can do that. I don't know. We got to get rid of that shower curtain though, man. All right, who else we got in here? We got some new people showing up. McBeaver's in here. I want to get a question from McBeaver, and then we got.
Fuck you! I just read your thing.
Hey, get out of here! What are you doing? I need to go up into the press box. We got crazy people doing crazy stuff here. We have to take away some press passes. Yeah. Let's see. So I'm about to hit my 20-minute of broadcasting, and hopefully in the future I'm a little bit more organized while I do something like this. This is my first go round, so hopefully I put some pertinent information in here. And unless there's any, I'll give about another 30 seconds for some more questions, and I'm probably gonna wrap it up here. You ever going to get LASIK eye surgery? You know, funny thing, you say that, in the next month I actually am going to get PRK. So no more of this glasses bullshit, and I can wear sunglasses again, and, you know, be completely outrack Sparky as a ladies' man by 12, because he still wears those big old huge framed glasses that he has. I think his Twitter is at Sparky Gaming TV. Go ahead and check him out and make fun of his shower curtain that he's standing in front of. We'll go from there. All right. So pretty much, I don't think I missed anything. We're gonna pretty much wrap it up there. This is the first Venture Gaming, live broadcast where yours truly, Wade Gator Epley, did it. And maybe in the future I can get some of the other staff members. Like, it'd been crazy to get like Brian in here. Had a little discussion on that, so we'll ramp these up a little bit if we do more stuff like this. But in closing, like I said, this was a major event for Venture Gaming. We didn't win as a team, but I think we won as an organization. And at the end of the day, we still are advancing forward. As we keep saying up and coming. We are an esports org. I think we've already done a lot more than a lot of these other orgs around here have done. So stick with us, keep supporting us, and yeah, we'll go from there. Everybody have a good night. I'm going to get some more of these delicious Bud Light limes and head over to Scooter's Crab Shack for the 2-for-1 special. We'll go from there. Everybody have a good one. If I can figure out how to turn this off.